All right. So, welcome everybody to session 4 of The Missing May Bride, my MYFAROG campaign. And we're just waiting on another player who said he'd be on in just a second. So, but, you know, you know pretty much it's going to be the same lineup as before. And we'll get started in a minute. So, all right. So, let's do like a quick recap at what's going on so far. So, from last session, Khalid, our new player, washed up on the shore after his ship wrecked off the coast. He ventured inland and was picked up by Zelamir, the village blacksmith. Oh, there he is.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it.
What's up,
All right,
dude?
let's. All right, so let's pick it up from the top. To recap, Khalid washed up on the shore after his ship wrecked off the coast. He ventured inland and was picked up by Zelamir, the village blacksmith of Streamy Cove. Khalid was given a broad sayax, and Zelamir brought him back to his home in Streamy Cove and offered Khalid work for his business. Meanwhile, Macrobius and Warnar interrogated the man they'd captured from the prison. They got the name Himeros from the man. After a short duel, they threw the man in a nearby bog and brought the 90 refugees to Streamy Cove and set to work building a refugee camp. This is where Khalid met up with the rest of the party. After getting to know each other, they set off the next morning to another location on their map. By the time they got there, it was nighttime, so they'd set up camp and would investigate in the morning. However, Warnar was awoken by the sound of voices coming from a nearby cave. There he saw three men speaking in a foreign language. Waking up the party, they had sent Khalid to investigate. They discovered Zelamir, who had thought Khalid had come to work for him and asked to be identified as Himeros from then on. He set Khalid to work herding prisoners into a cart that was bound for a ship somewhere down the coast. Macrobius noticed one of the women was his sister Hera. Seeing this, he and Warnar snuck onto the cart to try and stop them. Zelamir brought Khalid into the prison and showed him around, and then, as initiation, he had ordered to take out those people who had raided his prison the previous night, unaware that Khalid was on their side. So, let's start off with Macrobius and Warnar. You guys are, on this cart, bound to you, thus far an unknown location. It's probably about midnight, and the only light that you can see is the light coming from the lantern that hangs from the cart. It's a pretty overcast night, so there really isn't much to see. So, what are you guys going to do?
All right. So can who else is in the cart with us? Is it just Alex?
It's just Macrobius and Warnar. Khalid is still at the other location with Zelamir.
Shouldn't there be other women in the cart too? So I would like to I would like to see if I can turn around and see if my sister is in the cart.
You saw your sister and 9 other women being herded into this cart, so you know for a fact that she is in this cart.
All right. Then my character will be Macrobius will be looking around trying to find her.
Okay, so it's pretty much just it's kind of like a covered kind of like a covered wagon being drawn by two horses. So you are you're kind of like hanging on the very end. The driver of the cart does not know that you are there. So
Okay. So is it covered by a tarp? Just a regular tarp?
yes.
All right. I would like to see if I can go under the tarp, if I can, unless it's like tucked under or somehow.
It's definitely kind of fastened down with some rope
Okay.
on one of the ends of the cart.
All right. Um. So we're just going along on this cart. I don't want to take out the driver yet, so I'm just gonna wait until we get to whatever destination we're getting to. I'm gonna be definitely ready for when we eventually arrive. Um, do I hear what the girls are saying? Or is there what can I hear from inside the tarp? Is it just do I hear anybody like talking to themselves or anything like that?
You hear every now and then some whispers, but
Okay.
mostly they are keeping very quiet.
Is it okay if I do a perception to see if I can hear what they're saying?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so I rolled a 7, so I doubt I heard anything.
Yeah, the women are speaking in a very hushed, whispery voice. They've kind of they've kind of learned to speak very quietly because because they don't want to think they don't want the guards to think that they are plotting some sort of uprising, I guess. So you can't really make out that between how quiet they are and the squeaking of the wheels.
Right. Okay. How about okay? So my Recropius turns over to Warnar and and asks him if he could see or hear what's they're whispering.
Okay. I I will listen in and see if I can find or hear.
All
Yeah,
right.
make a perception check.
And it's 13.
You definitely can you definitely can hear a little bit better. Most of them are just kind of concerned. They're very concerned about like where are they going, where are these guys taking us? Will I see will I see my family again?
All right.
That's
So
essentially what you hear.
all right, Warnar, what are you hearing?
I can't quite make use of what they're saying. They're just very worried. They want to go home. They miss their families.
Right. Okay.
I don't see anything distinct.
All right. I'm thinking of cutting into the tarp to see if I can, somehow get in there and tell them what the situation is. So I'm going to go ahead and try to cut into this tarp with my longsword.
Okay.
Roll for stealth.
All right. Oh no. Okay. That's so
All right, so
I'm not doing very well.
You got a 7. Okay, so you cut into the tarp with your longsword, and it very it tears, but not as quietly as you would have hoped.
Okay.
And let me I'm gonna roll for perception for the guard to see if he heard. He does not hear you.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay.
Like he kind of looks back a little bit, but let's say you kind of ducked out of the way before like he could see you. So
Right. Okay. So I ducked out of the way. That was close
From-
one. I think he almost saw me there.
Oh man, you must be quiet. You might alert the guards.
All right.
I mean-
So I try to quietly get into the actual cart itself, and I'll try to find my sister in there.
okay. I'm just gonna say you don't have to roll for that. You can climb in, pretty easily.
Oh yeah, I want to
It's-
follow. I want to follow closely.
So you're gonna follow him in.
Yes.
It is very dark in here. You can barely see any distinct features like about anyone
Mm.
because it's pretty dark like outside as it is, but whatever moonlight there might have been has been obscured by the darkness of the tarp. So you want to look for your sister?
Yep. I'm gonna start whispering as quietly as I can. Hera's for Hera. Like, Hera, where are you? And I'm just gonna quietly do that. So should I roll for stealth again?
Yeah, roll for stealth to see if like you keep your voice at a. Oh yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you just climb into the cart. The women kind of maybe like gasp a little bit.
Don't be scared. It's just me. I'm here to save you. Um, and my sister is among you. Uh, yeah, pretty much that.
All right, so from your right, you hear a small voice to say, "Acrobius, is that you?"
Yes, it is me. I'm here to save you.
Oh my goodness, I thought I would never see you or a mother again.
Well, I've been spending a lot of time trying to track you down, and they're taking everybody here to a ship to be sold off as slaves. So we're gonna just wait in the cart here until we get to our destination, and then I'm going to see if I can spoil their plans. If not, then at least destroy the ship.
Okay.
So
Okay. So a little bit meta. If you look at that map that like I kind of prepared from where you were, like that top dot between Wedge Sound and Rottenwood Bay, that's where it's roundabout where you are, and you look towards the like the left of it. There's a bigger dot that's colored blue. That is where you are headed. Of course, your characters don't know that yet, but just to give you an idea, that's where you guys are going. So, from where you are to then, it's going to take about 4 or 5 hours. You guys just kind of sitting there, very quiet, just kind of making sure that the bandit driving the cart does not hear you. So now let's switch over to Khalid. Now, after having a little chit chat with Zelamir, he gives you orders to open up another one of the cells that are down there. There were 3 cells in total down in this prison. One of which had already been opened up, and which is where the group that were in the cart that got herded into the cart with Macrobius and Warnar. Now you are being handed a key to unlock the next one. There are 10 more women in this cart, and Zelmir tells you take these women to the cart waiting outside. You will be joining the cart driver. He will show you the landing area for our ship.
I'm grateful. I'll get to see more of this country then.
You'll see you'll see you'll see a lot of these lands working for me.
I guess I head off. Or open the cell, rather. I'm a little ahead of myself. You're muted, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you unlock the cell door and you herd the women out up the stairs and then out the front door. And as he said, there's another covered cart waiting there. And there's a man sitting on top of the cart. And so you herd them into the back of the cart and just kind of tighten down the tarp, and then you go up to the front of the cart, climb up on top, and then you start off.
I'll try to make a little conversation with him, introduce myself. Hello, I'm Khalid. I'm new here to this organization. Extend my hand.
My name is you come across this man. He's a common man. His name is what's his name? His name is
Muhammad.
Yeah, it will say his name is Muhammad. Well, he would actually be a lesser man if his name is Muhammad. But his this group is not exclusively lesser men. You've seen some of the men. You've seen some common men, and you've seen every so often you've seen a couple of high men, but very very few and far between. Most it's usually a mix of common and lesser men. But yes, Muhammad, he introduces himself. You get to know each other. You kind of reminisce about your homeland. Muhammad, he comes from Akkad, and he started off as just a merchant, and in his travels he'd come across Zelimir, and made him an offer he couldn't refuse to work for him, and here he is. So, and what else is he going to do?
What was that?
I said, what else is Khalid going to do?
Probably Uh, I don't know that he would have much to do. Probably just size the man up. You know, you might have to kill him later.
Yeah. Muhammad, he's about 5'11". He's fairly skinny, and he's dressed in some very drab colored robes. So he's not exactly well versed in the kind of work that you did on your merchant ship or your pirate ship rather. So he pretty much Muhammad pretty much just kind of shows you, kind of tells you about the route. He also shows you. He also has a map, which he kind of takes down the oil lamp that kind of sits on a little post. He shows you the map, and it's kind of it looks kind of to the one that more more specifically it really only shows that one specific spot that we that there's like a big dot in that little cove right there. So as I said before, it's going to take you about 4 or 5 hours to get there, and you're probably only maybe like a couple of miles behind the other cart. So you guys would probably meet up maybe like 15 or 30 minutes like after they arrive. So we're going to switch back to Warnar and Macrobius. It's now about, say, about 4 o'clock in the morning. And this cart, it finally. So, what is Warnar and Macrobius's first actions?
You kind of cut out quite a bit there. So our cart has arrived, or it just stopped.
The the cart has it has stopped. It has presumably arrived at its destination. So your what are your first actions?
All right. Can I hear anything right now?
You can hear a few more voices.
On the outside, again in another language.
Um, actually, no. These guys are actually speaking Thulean.
Okay. Can I hear what they're saying?
Uh, yeah, you can hear what they're saying. You you can just kind of hear like, Wolfamir, you've made it. You didn't think we would set off without this shipment.
Okay. I turn to Warner and I I tell him, all right, this is action time. I think we should get out and uh, see what's up.
Okay.
Should we attack?
First I'm gonna see. So I'm gonna sneak out of the cart and I'm gonna try to peer over the cart to see what the surroundings are like. Kind of trying to plan it out so that I can, you know, uh,
Strategize?
judge. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay. So you're gonna you're gonna peer out. There are a few torches lit around the area. you can see a variety of things. You can see a few men loading, like carrying some boxes across this makeshift dock by by the water. And you look and see like where they're headed, and you see probably you see a very large ship that these men are just carrying some crates and bundles of other things.
Right. So is it how big is it? Is it like a galley or is it like I guess like a slave ship or something like that?
You would you would probably reckon it's probably about 120 feet long, and it has a beam of probably about 25 feet. It has one big mast and a few and like two smaller masts towards one towards the bow and the other towards the stern. So compared to some of the other ships that you've seen, this dwarfs many of them.
Okay. So it's not. It says okay. I got a better idea. So where am I relative to to the to the outlaws compared to the ship? Am I in front of the loading, um, where the door swings down and you go in? Is there any? Okay, let me start from the beginning. Where am I relative to everyone else?
Um, the guy who was driving the cart hopped down and he's chatting with a couple guys, probably about 20 feet in front of the cart. So he doesn't see you at all. The other guys, like who are the other kind of grunts or bandits who are loading up the ship with some other stuff. They're probably more like at the closest 50 feet.
Okay. So I turn over to Warner. Um, okay, Warner. I think it's time for us to get into action now. So I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna knock out one of the guys. You knock out the other, and then we're going to get inside the ship and see if we can look around and see if there's anybody inside, and we can take them out. And then we'll find a way to sink the ship or to somehow send it off to sea where it can get destroyed by some kind of hurricane in the ocean or something like that. Just
I don't
basically,
mean to I don't mean to interrupt, but do you want to sink the ship while there's captives on it?
no, I want to take the captives off, of course.
Okay.
That's what that. Sorry, thank you for the clarification. Yes, I want to take the captives off first, take as much loot as I can off, and then I'm going to sink the ship.
Why not just keep the ship?
That is a good question. It could be a nice pirate ship. I agree with you. All
This
right.
would-
Well,
This would make great for any journeys we may come across.
exactly. We could have a little make our own flag and all that stuff.
I suppose we should frost the icing on the cake once it has baked. Let's go and do the first part.
All right. Let's go.
So what are you guys gonna try and do again?
We're going to. I'm going to knock out one of the guy. There's one of the drivers talking to another guy. I'm going to try to knock out the driver while Warner knocks out the other.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's two men. There's the driver and there's another bandit who they're kind of discussing. I think they're probably discussing maybe some means of payment, like how they're going to get paid, like once they deliver their cargo.
Is one of them facing the cart?
one of them facing the cart. They're probably kind of perpendicular to the cart.
Makes it much easier.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So I go around the left side of the cart, and Warner goes around the right, I assume.
Okay. Both of you make stealth checks.
All right.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
So I got an 18, and
19
Warner.
coming.
Both of you succeed. So both of you, they're just kind of like shooting the shit, and both of you simultaneously just kind of whack them in the back of the head, and they're out.
Awesome.
Sweet.
It's like playing a game of Thief or something.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that would have been a good time to use darkness too. I forgot I have that.
Okay, so I look up on not the guy that's not the driver to see if he has any keys or anything like that.
So you're gonna loot them, try and see if they have anything that would help you get inside the ship.
Exactly. Yes.
One of them does have a set of keys.
Okay. So I take the key ring, and then what do I see now?
Okay, so let's see. Nobody saw you. Nobody heard anything. You just see there's probably right now you can see probably about 5 guys going into the ship, and then every so often like another guy will just come on out, and a couple minutes later, after they've they've finished loading up a few things, some of them start heading towards the cart that you came on in.
All right. I turn to Warner. Quickly, Warner. You get one body. I'll get the other. We gotta take it behind the cart.
Okay. So yeah, I'll drag the body that I knocked out.
All right. So I grab the driver. He grabs the other guy, and we're dragging him behind the cart.
All right. So you drag them off behind the cart, and again, the guys don't see you. The one guy, he unties the tarp on the back of the car, and he flips it open, and he just goes, "Hello, ladies. Enjoy your trip. Well, you're gonna have a much longer trip ahead of you on your way."
Before he finishes what he's saying, I hit him on the back of his head with the pommel of my longsword.
Okay. So, I guess the only problem was that there were 2 other guys behind you, so your cover has been blown.
Okay.
Did I get a chance to hit somebody also before the cover got blown?
Actually,
I think by the rules for surprise rounds, you have to have also been planning that.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Okay.
True.
All right. So, how about? Okay, I'm in a pickle now. So, let's just say we rewind 5 seconds before I hit that guy with the pommel, and I go to Warnar and I face him and I tell him, "Hey, maybe I'm gonna hit Wait, so the two guys are behind us, right?
Yes.
Okay, so not the guy that's talking. So I'm gonna get one of the guys, and I turn to Warren and I say, okay, I want you to get that guy. I want you to knock him out. I'm gonna knock out the other guy.
What
So
what about the third guy?
The third guy that's talking to the women, we're not worried about right now. We're trying to get his bodyguards or whoever else is with him.
All right, we
Okay,
must be
so-
quick about this.
so the guy who's flipped out, he's flipped open the tarp and he's kind of talking to the women. You are going to sneak up behind the two guys coming up behind him. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. If you're gonna go for the, are you going to use are you trying to knock them out, or are you just straight up going to attack them?
Let's see what's more fun. Um.
I think attack, right? I mean,
Yeah, I'm thinking either like cutting across their calves, or maybe some kind of way that it'll get him out of the way, I guess you could say, but not like really kill them. I'm wondering how to do this. So I turn to Warren and I was like,
if you're gonna do a sneak attack, I believe that they get it's like their DB is divided by 3.
okay, that's good. All right, I'm gonna do that. So I turn to Warren. Okay, I'm gonna kill one guy, and you can do whatever you want to the other.
oh, I'd love to kill him too.
All right, so you're going to attack this guy. All right, if you're gonna attack, roll for it.
All right. Let's see how well this goes. I got a 10. Brilliant.
Let me see.
I got a 15.
Let me see what.
And then I get a +3 on that, so I actually got a 13.
What?
You got a 13.
What's the modifier for it?
Oh, the offensive value for melee, the offensive value bonus thing.
Oh, then
Okay. Either way,
17.
Warnar gets damage +10, and Macrobius gets damage +8.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's a sneak attack, so these guys are none the wiser. So
All right, so my roll was 5 + 8. That is 13.
So I'm assuming that you kind of
12. I got a 12.
okay. So both of you strike. You probably just kind of maybe I'm assuming maybe Macrobius kind of maybe jabs the one guy in the stomach, kind of impales him. He doesn't kill him, but he is very mortally wounded, and I imagine it's probably the same thing for the guy for Warnar. So I'm not.
Yeah.
Right, so I guess very quickly we're gonna roll it. We're gonna roll initiatives. Actually, we should probably have you do cut and shock for these guys,
Oh, absolutely.
just to see.
How does that work again?
A
3d6.
Yeah, it's 3d6.
So I got a 15 for cut and 11 for shock.
Yeah, that's no effect to either of them somehow. What about you, Warnar?
So I think I got an 8 for cut and a 12 for shock. If I'm looking at it
Neither,
correctly.
no effect to either.
Oh crap! I forgot about my thing. So for cut, yeah, even if -2, never mind.
Yeah, yeah. Somehow neither of you, neither cut nor shock these guys. So I guess very quickly we're gonna roll initiatives. Just for real quick combat.
Oh, I rolled. My bad.
Oh, I got a 3. That's delicious.
Oh, we were
3.
supposed to roll. Okay, cool. I got a 4.
Okay, 3. That's plus dex, so that would be a 4 and a 5, respectively. And the two bandits got a 2 and a 4. So Warnar acts first.
Oh, I'd like to try and finish off that one.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah. Well, I got a 9. So, I mean, well,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
it's 11.
please describe how you kill this man.
Did I hit him or no?
I asked you to describe how he dies.
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear that. Okay, so I guess so. Like the initial cut, I cut him around the chest or whatever. He turns around, surprised, and with my sickle, as he spins, I slit his throat in his shot.
All right. So the guy just gurgles, trying to like scream for help, and he just collapses on his back and bleeds out. So
It seems like me and the other guy are going to be having the same time, correct?
yes, you guys are technically acting simultaneously, but to make it give this guy a little bit of mercy, I'm gonna have him act first. So he's just gonna try and feebly try and attack you. That is an 18.
My DV is 12, so he got me.
He gets you. 12, so he beat you by 4. So that is damage plus 1. Shit, I gotta fake. Should have had this. So I'm gonna say he had short sword, so that's a D8. He does 4 damage, and for cut, a no cut. And no shock either. So you take
4 damage, right?
Yeah, you take 4 damage.
All right. So
So he kind of very quickly just kind of like swipes at you with a short sword, and he just kind of like gets you on the arm.
okay.
So now it's your turn.
Well, since I was
Your turn.
I was fully healed, and I also leveled up too. So so I had 17 HP when before I had 15. So I have 17 minus 4, so that'll be 13 HP.
Okay. Now it's your turn. Technically, you act simultaneously, but now it's your turn.
All right. So just as he swipes me, I try to swipe him back,
Okay.
and I got a 13 plus 3, so that'd be 16.
Now you describe to me how you kill this man.
So just as he swipes me at the exact same moment, I also hit him, and I just like stab him in the heart, trying to kill him as fast as I can because I impaled him already. I took my sword out. As he falls to the ground, he swipes me across, and just as he swipes me across, I just swipe and I just stab again, and he just falls to the ground limp.
All right. So, I guess technically at this point, you would have technically alerted the third guy. So now he's going to join in. And he's on a 7, so he's going to act first. We're gonna keep the same initiative. Was it Warner had a 5? You had a 4, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, this other bandit, he got a 7, so he's gonna act first. So he's gonna turn around and he's just going to charge at Macrobius. That is a 7, so he does not make contact.
I got a question real quick. So is it 50 per round? 50 experience, sorry.
Yes, so that was 2 rounds, correct?
Yeah, so that's 100 right there. Okay. And because of yeah.
All right. And so
All right, so he tries to attack me and he fails.
yeah, he just kind of like charges, just yelling, like trying to do a charge, do a battle cry, but he all his efforts are for naught, and he just catches air.
All right, so Warner, you act first since you had a 5 and I had a 4.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to shoot him in the face.
That's not going to be very effective because you're not at range. You're like doing it point blank, or not really point blank, but pretty close.
Oh, I thought you were closer to him than I was to him. I didn't realize.
Yeah, I think at this point it would probably be more beneficial to
To attack.
melee.
Okay. I'm not the best melee fighter, but I guess I'm gonna engage him. I'm gonna try and attack him with my sickle.
Okay. All right. Roll your attack.
Okay, that's very bad. That's very bad. So I don't like a 6, I think.
Yeah, you kind of try and close the gap and make a swing at him, but you also, just brushes past his ear.
Okay. Can I pull out my shield or to just protect myself?
I'm gonna say you can do that in 5 seconds. So now it's Macrobius's turn.
All right. Okay, so he tried to attack me, failed. So Warner tries to swipe at him and it doesn't work. So I'm gonna just do the tried and true way of just trying to stab him.
Yep.
So I got a 16 again.
16. That is definitely a hit, but let me see. How good did you do? That's damage plus 2.
All right, so I rolled a 1, and so I did 3 damage. And for cut and current shock, I roll the dice for that. All right, so I got a 14 and a 12, so
No,
I didn't do either. So I just only do 3 damage.
No shock. No cut, no shock. Now, the next round, the bandit goes again. And he's gonna go for Macrobius. Yeah, that's a 8, so he also misses once again. And now it's Warnar's turn again.
Stabby, stabby.
Rolly, rolly.
Man. I don't know. I think that's a 12.
Is it 12? That's a regular hit. No pluses, just regular damage.
Okay. Well, I hit him with a 1. Very powerful.
Nope. You just kind of just get him on the arm a little bit. I'm not gonna have you roll cut and shock for that.
Yeah.
So now it's Macrobius's turn.
All right. I tried to attack him again, and I got a 17.
17. That is that's damage plus 2, I think.
All right, so I got a result of 6 plus 2 is 8. So I did 8 damage to him. As for cut and shock, 3 for cut, which is pretty good.
3 is a medium bleeding.
Well, that's good.
He loses 1 HP every minute for 6 minutes. After that, it turns into a light bleeding, no shock, so now he's bleeding.
So I did 8 damage to him, and now he's not doing too well. He's bleeding a little bit.
Yeah, he's in pretty rough shape. So let's see. All right, so now he's pretty worse for wear. He's not giving up. He's gonna go swing at Macrobius once again. That is a 10. You said your DV is 12, so that is nothing.
That's good. Yay.
So he's just swinging wildly at you. And now it's Warnar's turn. He has a chance to finish this guy off.
Okay. Here we go. Yeah. 17.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Please describe how you kill this man.
Oh, thank God. Let's see. I guess this whole time he's been paying attention to Macrobius and trying to attack him. I'm constantly like missing and just scratching his ear with my sickle. So I sneak up behind him. And I drop my shield and he looks at it. And when he looks back at me, I slice his freaking eyes out. And I dig the pointy part of the sickle into his brain.
Oh, man. That is brutal. What the heck, man?
Yes, Macrobius, you see, when you travel, you learn a few techniques. And
When did this become a
that
kung
was
fu
my
movie?
idea, man. Why'd you take my idea?
Well, pay close attention. I can definitely teach you these moves.
Look, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. You
Yes.
killed that bastard.
Yes.
And by the way, is he instantly dead?
I'd say yes, since he
Okay.
drove his sickle into his brain. So I'd say that's an instant kill right there. So
I step over his corpse and I look straight at him and I say, "You're lucky that it wasn't me that killed you." I know he won't hear me, but I'm just like talking to his corpse. And I'm saying, it's lucky it's me that didn't kill you because I would have done much worse with your corpse.
Not to diminish your
For trying to enslave my sister.
Not to diminish your taunting there, Microbius. Very, very. I feel you on that. How banged up are you?
I just got a little cut here on my arm. You're not too bad either. So
Okay.
yeah.
Let me know when you can't handle the pain. Don't forget, I've been blessed by the gods, and um, I can fix you up a little bit if you need me.
You forget that on our first day, it wasn't even really that bad. I'm not really afraid of any pain at this moment. I'm just trying to get as many people out of here as possible. Trying
Better you than me.
to.
I'm scared. Look at this sickle that I carry.
Well,
Okay.
you did pretty good killing that guy. I guess there's more guys we got to attend to.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Let us look at that.
All right. So as you're saying that you were looking over the carnage that was these the remains of these three bandits that you made quick work of. You see in the distance, roundabout where you guys were coming from, you see another cart coming down the way, and there's two men on top of this cart, and I don't. Yeah, Macrobius and Warner probably can't see thus far, but that is one of those men is Khalid joining into the fray, and his compatriot Muhammad. So the cart pulls up, and Muhammad sees the carnage, and he's just like aghast, and he's just like, "What the hell happened
Oh
here?"
shit.
Oh.
My computer's dying real quick. Oh, that's fun.
Right.
All right,
So-
I may be temporarily out because it's shutting down.
Okay, just hop on back whenever you can.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So have they like so how close are Muhammad and I? Like we can just see all the blood and stuff.
You're
Or-
probably about like 20, 25 feet away from these guys. And of course you are sitting right next to this other guy. So,
And Warnar and Macrobius are still in this cart where they just killed 3 guys.
they're standing right behind this cart. That's open, and you could probably just barely see the pack of women that are just kind of huddling in the back in fear. So I imagine Warnar and Macrobius are both looking up at you guys. And
Yes, yeah, we're looking up.
I'm gonna make a Warnar. I'm gonna have Warnar make a perception check to see if he recognizes this initially as Khalid, as it's still pretty dark out,
Oh, okay.
even with like the few torches.
Oh, that's pretty low. Oh, that's a 9.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna give it's. I'd say it's actually gonna be a fairly easy one. You definitely recognize that's definitely Khalid, and it's Khalid. So you're put a little bit at ease knowing that one of your compatriots has joined you.
I'm gonna turn to Muhammad and say, I'll catch up with you in a bit. I didn't take a leak before we left. I gotta just duck into the woods for a sec here, and I'm going to hop off the cart and stealth into the tree line.
Okay, so you go do that. Muhammad is none the wiser. Muhammad jumps off the cart, and he's going to approach Warnar and Macrobius. He's not being aggressive right now. He's just kind of in shock. You see his eyes are very wide, and he's just kind of going on in his somewhat broken Thule, and just like, what happened here? Why are these? What happened to these three men?
Oh,
I aim a shot at him.
what's that?
I aim a shot at him.
Oh, wow.
You're gonna shoot at him.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're gonna roll your attack, yeah, go ahead and roll your attack if that's what you're gonna do.
Got a 14.
Okay, so 14. That is taking into account that is a sneak attack. That's actually damage plus 10.
Okay. So that is 13 damage, and then for cut and shock. First three are cut, second three are shock.
Okay, let me see here. First, okay, so looking like for shock, for cut, there's nothing, but for cut, nothing. For shock, it's looking like that's definitely he's stunned. He's stunned for 1 round.
Oh, cool. Can I
He
take that
loses
opportunity to
action
stab him?
Actually, no, because the kind of bow I'm using has a -2 to it, so it's knocked down.
Oh, it is. Okay, so he's knocked down. Either way, he loses his action this round. So let's say you like shoot him in the chest, like Macrobius and Warnar see this arrow just like shoot out from, like, it shoots him in the back and it comes out the front, and he just stops, and he like falls to his knees. Like, he's not dead, but he is very near death now. So I guess the technical thing would be to roll initiatives. I'm gonna give you got a 3.
I believe I got a 4.
Okay. So Muhammad also got a 4, but since he is knocked down, he won't have his actions. So I guess Warnar will go.
So I don't even know who this guy is at all. I have like no recollection of who he is. All I know is that the person I do recognize walked off and an arrow was shot at this guy. So my common sense would tell me that this is an enemy and he had got what it was coming to him. So I had considered to like try and save him, but I know what's going on more or less. You know, I think I could put 2 and 2 together. So I want to attack him instead.
Okay. Roll your attack.
That's a 14.
14. That is that's damage plus 4, but okay. But that would have killed him. So again, describe to me how you kill this this poor man.
Well, let's see. Let's get creative here. He's on the floor then, huh?
Yeah, he's like on his hands and knees.
Um, let's see. I get behind him and I say, shh, shh, shh. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all over now. And I just slit his throat slowly, rupturing his neckline, splitting it apart, and just letting all of the blood flow slowly over. You know, I don't swish the blade real quick. I just kind of pull with the sickle with the sharp side of the blade running across his neck, and I just throw him onto the floor.
Yeah, the man's bleeding body just is limp as you toss it aside.
And I
So
clean off the blood on his clothes. And I call out to our buddy, Khalid. It's safe to come out now. Thank you for the help.
I come out of the woods, still clutching the bow, real hard. Adrenaline just pumping through me.
I knew when I saw you that you were worth more than just a carpenter. You obviously, I could tell just by the look in your face that you were sharp on the battlefield.
I appreciate it, Warnar. I look around. I see. Well, it's almost morning. I just observe that.
yeah, I mean, yeah, right now the sun's probably not going to come up for another hour and a half, so it's still pretty dark out. So, you now got these 4 bodies. Right now, you can't see anybody coming in and out of that ship. So, what
We should probably hide these bodies.
Okay.
Can we hide them like in the bushes or something?
Yeah, you can certainly go try and hide the bodies. I want to have you roll for this, but I'm uncertain like what I'll have you roll.
Okay.
I'm gonna say maybe stealth to make sure that you are not like nobody suspects that there are bodies or were bodies.
Well, on a D20, I got a 5, so
Yeah, I'm gonna say you definitely drag off those bodies, but there's a very noticeable blood trail leading off to the bushes.
Wouldn't take a detective to find them.
All right.
Hello.
Hi.
So, to recap what just happened, Cam, Khalid jumped off the cart, kind of feigning that he was gonna take a leak, and Muhammad went over to you guys, just kind of very belligerent, like not being aggressive, just asking like what's going on, and using this advantage, a sneak attack advantage. Khalid shoots this guy in the back, and Warnar finished him off by slitting his throat, and he hid the bodies in the bushes. So, as I said before, there's a very noticeable blood trail leading off to these bushes that Warnar dragged these bodies off to. You've got two carts full of women and a big old ship. So what's your actions now?
I almost thought you betrayed us, Khalid, but you proved your loyalty. I was almost worried for a second because I saw you pledging allegiance to that bastard. And, I thought it was all over, but, thank you very much. Now for the issue of the ship. We still got to go in there and see if there's anybody left in there. Even the bad, like if there's any more bandits. So we got to go in there and see if there's any more.
Counterpoint. Are we gonna free these women first, or are we just?
I mean, sure. I mean, there's other women back in the cart that we should free too. Other cart. So let's do that first. We cut all their. Let's just say they may have been tied up by rope or something like that. So we'll free them at least and have them walk around.
They were definitely led in. It's like a hem. So you definitely go ahead and cut the ropes that were wrists, and now. So you got 20 women that are just kind of around. They're all free. Now you have that big. So, what is the party's next plan of action?
All right. So now that all the women are freed, I think now it's our time to get inside. What do you think, Khalid?
Absolutely, yeah.
And okay, so what'll be our formation? Should I be at the front? All right. I guess I'll just lead you guys. I'll be in the front.
I'll be in the middle.
All right.
I'll take the back.
Yeah,
I'll have my shield out too.
Yeah, you guys just kind of like go in a line. I think since only Macrobius is a warrior, not gonna get any bonuses for formation, but you're gonna go up this, it's almost kind of like a little pontoon bridge, leading up to this boat.
Okay.
And it leads you up to the main deck of the boat. And the first thing that you kind of see is it's a very fairly wide, very spacious deck. There's maybe like a couple of crates strewn about. In the center is it's the main mast extends up probably about 50 feet. You can see there's at the very top there's a crow's nest. So, what do you want to do?
All right.
Let's see.
So we're on the bridge. We're on the actual.
You're on the main deck. You're in the center of the ship. There are on your left. Your left is going towards the bow of the ship.
Okay.
You can kind of see there's 3 doors, and on the edges of the ship there's like steps leading up to an upper level. On your right leads towards the stern of the ship. There's 2 doors, like towards the back, and at the very edges of the ship there's more steps leading up to another level. So, which way do you want to go?
Okay. So what do you guys think? Do you think we should split up, or do you think we should just stay together? And I guess Warner could go first since he has the shield.
I think it's best to stick together.
Okay.
I am a fan of our fellowship right now.
Okay, we're gonna head towards the bow of the ship and see if we can head up the stairs.
You're gonna head. You're gonna head up this. You're gonna head up some of those steps going towards the bow.
Uh,
Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
You just climb up these kind of creaky steps, and you don't really see anything up here other than like the one of the the secondary masts up there, and the the bow, and it ends at a point that extends a little bit over the ship, probably about like 10 feet maybe. But there's nobody up here other than just like some crates.
All right. I turn over to Khalid and Warnar and whisper to them. We should probably be sneaking now because we don't know who else is here.
Agreed.
So
Am I still at the? Did our formation change?
you haven't necessarily said you haven't, so I assume that you are still in your formation.
Yeah, I'm still in the front. I just suggested if you would go in the front, Warnar.
Oh, okay. No.
Okay, so I'm still in the front. So I think we should start to initiate stealth.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll have my crossbow out just to be careful. Need be.
I'll get my bow out.
All right.
Okay. So
And
again,
so what do we
there's
see
nobody up on
now?
the forecastle of the ship. There's nobody up here on the forecastle of the ship. You just see just a couple of boxes just strewn about. So
I guess we should look inside them.
okay, so you're gonna go back down, and like I said, towards the bow of the ship, there's three doors. There are two doors side by side, and on the farthest, there's another one that's a little further away on the other edge of the ship. So which door do you want to go?
I guess the door that's closest to us. I guess. Because there's not really any kind of deciding factor, so I guess we should just go to the door that's closest to us.
You go into the door that's closest to you, and you open it up, and inside there are I'm not gonna say you kind of see. You see, there are two of these hammocks have men in them. Just sleeping or sleeping.
Okay, so there's I'm not hearing anything from.
Oh yeah, me neither. Can you
I
hear
don't
me
hear.
this time?
I don't hear Jeremy.
He's
I-
cutting
I
out
hear-
a
I
little
hear you
bit.
guys.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All I heard was
I hear you now.
yeah, you were cutting in and out, and all I heard
Okay.
was that there was 2 men in hammocks.
Okay, so you walk into this room. There are 5 hammocks that are tied onto posts in the wall. It's kind of like a weird. I guess the best way to describe it, it's like a weird kind of triangle shape because kind of it's kind of curved with the ship's hull, and there are 2 men sleeping in some of these hammocks.
Right. Okay.
You want to go stabby
Did you get any
again?
of that?
Sure, I might as well. I mean, better them asleep than having to go through combat encounters again. So yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay,
Um,
so I'd like to
everybody
try and
roll
sneak
stealth.
up and cut them.
Everybody roll stealth.
Okay.
Yep. Rolling stealth.
Okay. 9.
7. Oh boy.
Oh, that's even worse. Yeah, I got a 4 on that one. I got a 4. That is pathetic.
We all got pretty low.
Yeah, all 3 of you fail. You take one step further inside, and the floorboards squeak like creak really loud, and the 2 men just stir awake, and they look up and just like, "Is it my time for the shift already?"
I'd like to do some acting.
Okay.
Roll for acting.
All right. Let's see how well this goes. Oh.
Well, I want to take his lead and help him act. I want to act too. Like, I guess
Are either of you proficient in it?
I am.
I am as well.
All right. So
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
Could
do
you
it.
repeat?
Oh shit! I got a 21.
And you too,
Say-
Khalid. See if you can roll
Oh, yeah.
for acting.
Well, I'm gonna say Warnar essentially got a critical
13.
success. So
Can I use my friend Macrobius as a prop?
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
like acting along with it, and no. Okay, so Warnar initiates it, and I'm just acting along with it.
okay, so yeah, these 2 bandits, they're rubbing the sleep out of their eyes. They're really groggy, so they are none the wiser. So, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with these 2 bandits? What are you gonna tell them?
Oh, I'm going to pretend that I am that the 3 of us are bandits. You know, I'm gonna turn over to Macrobius and say, "You go get the barrels and stock them down to the galley to the other end, and I'll turn over to Khalid and say, pick up the mops. It's pretty late, but we must start early. So go ahead and begin mopping over there." And I turn over to the 2 bandits. They're asleep, like rubbing their eyes, and I'll say, "You fellows are fine. You can go back to bed."
Just to try to sell it even more, I'm just gonna cast both of them a bit of a glare. Like,
Looks like Jeremy's frozen.
yeah, it looks like he is.
Oh, I thought I heard him.
For a second, yeah.
Okay, so can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, they just kind of very groggily just mutter something, and they just just go lay back down in their hammocks and go back to sleep.
It would be more funny if like you got me and then you said, "Hey, why are you making so much noise? This ship is old after all. Get back to work."
Yeah, well, that's the only thing is I don't look like a grouch. I'm like this really like nice guy. That is be very awkward if my character tried to be tough. He's kind of
Well, you're a good actor, so you can act it.
Oh, that's true.
Anyways, no worries. And so I guess we just keep on. You want to try again?
To kill them?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Actually, can I? So, all right. I have a spell of darkness. All it requires is for me to touch something. This is kind of a wild one, but hear me out. I'd like to bless one of my arrows with darkness and shoot one of them. It would cause them to not be able to see for
Okay.
1 hour.
Okay.
I
So
want to shoot one. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, yeah, you can definitely like very quickly bless one of your arrows
Okay.
with this spell,
Hodor,
and
give me this darkness, this spell of darkness to rid them of sight for some time being. And I'd like to try and shoot them. Or one of them.
okay, yeah, roll for it.
10?
Yeah, you definitely hit one of them.
Okay.
That's just gonna be regular damage.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Two plus one plus strength. So it's a 3.
Okay, so
Oh, it's actually no, it's a 3.
yeah, it's regular damage.
Yeah.
So you you aim your arrow. You're in pretty close range, but you just like you let it go and it shoots one of them in the shoulder, and he just kind of cries out in pain. But as you see that, like this cloud of cloud of blackness just starts to envelop this man.
Now, only I could see through the darkness, or if anyone is like an Eden, I can see through the darkness, and it's about 10 foot according to my weak. It's a weak spell.
Okay, so yeah, that would essentially that would envelop most of it's not it's at its widest. This room is about 15 feet. So
Oh, okay.
it envelops it envelops most of the room. So this guy just kind of starts to like panic a little bit, just like, hey, what's going on? Why can't I see anything?
Magic.
So the commotion from this other guy wakes the other guy up too, and he also can't see shit, so he's also panicking. It's like, what is this sorcery?
Yeah, the guy that got hit is like, what the fuck? Why'd you shoot me? I can't see anything. I'm blind.
All right, so now you got two guys blinded by your darkness.
I'm gonna turn to
Okay.
Warnar and say, was there any point to that, or did you just feel like showing off?
It's dark. I figured it's time for them to not be able to see, nor any of us, I suppose. Well, I can see them, but okay, maybe there's a little bit of show off.
You want to leave them to their own devices or something?
You can fire an arrow from many yards away. I can make things blind for a period of time, so at least they can't see us.
So we're just gonna leave them there, just stumbling around, blinded.
Yeah.
I think so. I think that'd be the best thing.
So they're just gonna kind of be like screaming and whatnot. Just like,
you go potty outside. No.
and you're just gonna shut the door. But you're just gonna walk out, shut the door behind you.
Yeah. Let's just let them go a little bit insane for a little bit of time. I think that would please Hothor. Let's get out of here.
So you walk out of that door, and so there's another door directly like next to that, and then there's another door. It's probably like 5 feet away from that one. So
I would say the next closest door.
all right, so you open up that door, and it opens up to some stairs that go down. So you're gonna go down them. You're gonna go down the stairs, and now you're in the lower deck of the ship, and it's kind of very dimly lit. Every so often, there's some candles kind of lit, just kind of hanging around, and you can see on the two edges, like the edges of the of the ship, there's just all along the wall there's bunks. There's like 2 bunks that line the walls, and there's a couple of them that are kind of sitting in the middle of this room, just all lined up kind of. And there's kind of like a narrow 5-foot hallway between like the bunks. Each of them ends in a door. So you can also see there's about 20. You can see there's people in these bunks, a couple of these bunks. So let's say everybody make a perception check.
Oh, real quick before the perception check, when Khalid asked me if I was just showing off, I want to do my other spell, which is awareness, and it grants somebody plus 2 to perception checks. Right? I want to grant it to him to say, "May you see the power of the gods."
All right, I got a 17 on this check then. You're muted, by the way.
Yeah, I got a 9.
Okay.
So that's the base roll of it.
Yeah, you can see that these
10.
There's 20 figures that are in some of these bunks, and these are all women. Obviously these are more captives. You reckon there's about 50 bunks, like out in this whole room, this whole like kind of big area here. and some of them look up. They look just. Some of them look kind of worried and concerned. Others just look disgusted. And one of the women looks up to you, Khalid, like, "What do you want?"
I
I cut in and I say, "We're here to free you." Or, sorry, never mind. So you kind of cut out for a little bit. Is it that some people? Okay, so there are women in here in these bunks, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I cut in and I say, "We're here to free you."
Roll. I'm gonna have you make a social skills check because I'm gonna say these women, after all of this, they don't trust anybody. So make a social skills roll to convince them that you are legitimately here to liberate them from this.
All right, so that's not a trained skill for me. So that's -2 plus charisma. So it just ends up being a -1 magnifier. So I got a 9 on that.
I'm gonna say that's not quite enough, and the woman just kind of gives you a side eye and just like, you always say that. You always joke about that.
I promise you, I am not one of these thugs here. I am seriously here to free you. My sister was taken.
Mm.
Sister. Did she have?
Warner, I want to speak up and say I've been traveling with this man, and what he says is true. I guarantee you. I swear my oath on it, or something.
Okay. So her gaze softens a little bit, and she kind of looks to some of the other bunks and sees some of the other women that they've been awoken from the noise that you guys are making. And she says, we need to act quickly to get these women out of here."
Yes, some of them may need medical attention after all.
Yeah. I mean, all the women that you see, very few of them have any sort of bruising or any sort of lashing, or none of them look emaciated. For prisoners,
I'm talking about like malnourishment or anything like that.
yeah, like they're not malnourished at all. Like for prisoners, they're taking actually fairly decent care. Maybe not.
Oh yeah, that's the whole point, is to have them alive. Never mind, I'm just being dumb here.
No.
I mean,
So do they kind of trust us more or less?
I'm gonna say now that you've kind of spoken up and probably would have a higher charisma as a high man, they definitely believe you a lot more than Macrobius. So,
But I'm the masculine hero of the party. You don't understand. Why wouldn't they think me would be more trustworthy?
You look at the way I am dressed, Macrobius. I
You
am
look like a fairy.
I am in this black robe that is bloodstained.
You look like a fairy.
And I just look away from you, and I'll say,
I respect what you're trying to do, but just that get up. Not many people are going to take you too seriously, especially with the liar on your back. So
I'm just gonna start trying to get at the locks and just let them banter.
Nah, I'm gonna walk away from that. Actually, like at the first sight of any kind of like altercation, I just walk away. It's like not worth. It's not worth Warner's time. In fact, I'd like to like check any of them out. Are any of them like actually hurt? Any like damage or any bruising? Like you said.
Um, you come across maybe one or two of them that have some bruising.
Oh, I'd like to try and heal one of them. Just I don't
Yeah,
know, touch him.
You can definitely heal them up. Like it's not, none of them have any sort of like major like wounds or anything. So you can definitely
Okay.
heal up some of their bruises. And uh,
Oh,
Cam dropped out again. So, so you're out healing some of these women. Khalid is trying to, free them up. Some of them might be kind of chained to their bunks.
I'm trained in mechanics. If you want me to roll that.
woo!
I'm gonna say you don't have to roll mechanics just now because you have that key that was taken off one of the guards.
Oh yeah.
So you go up and down this complex and just opening up the locks for to unshackle some of these women. And now we have 20 more liberated women. It's kind of, it's a very narrow hall, so they kind of take up quite a bit of space in these long hallways. To kind of give you a sense of how long it is, it's like it's like 65 by 30 is the entire size of the room, but most of it is taken up by these bunks.
This should be called Murphy's Law.
Welcome back, Cam. So, no, you didn't miss too much. Warnar is just going around patching up some of these women. Khalid has gone around and unshackled these women with the key that you found from the one of the bandits. So now we have 20 more women that are unshackled.
All right. So I turn over to Warner and I say, maybe we should use the ship to travel along the coast so that we can transport all these women without having to, do it by land, by foot.
I like that idea. I think that would definitely make the most sense. We should probably secure the rest of the ship and make sure there are no more foe, and use many of them as needed.
Exactly.
I'm going to just sort of address the crowd of women and see if I can find out if there are any other of these holding areas, or if this is the only one.
Make a social skills roll.
Oh boy, I'm great at that.
Oh, we should also be checking if the May Queen's here too.
Oh, true.
Oh, 14.
Okay. So just looking over the group of women, you don't see Eleni anywhere. So, unfortunately, as you can see, Eleni is not amongst this group of women. Did you hear any of that?
Yeah, I heard that. Okay, so as Kelly said, we should probably be searching. He for if there's any more holding desks.
Okay, so he rolled high enough, and he says, or one of the women pipes up and says, "They treat us very humanely, but if any of us try to rise up, they take us down. They take us down another level. I don't know what they're doing to them down there, but I assume it can't be anything good."
Hmm.
I think it's settled. We gotta go check that out.
Yeah. Okay, let's go down.
Okay, so as you so you're gonna go down to the next level. Now this is go down another level, and this is the cargo hold of the ship. It's kind of a bit bare. You see a bunch of barrels, what you can assume is probably mead or some sort of drink. A few crates, and also several different kinds of martial weapons, like swords and axes and whatnot, just kind of strewn about. And at the very end, towards the stern of the ship, is a set of double doors.
Can
Okay.
I'd like to look at some of the swords. I would really like an upgrade from this staying sickle. Are there any curved short swords, which is one of the only swords that this particular bard that I'm using can use without losing his bardship? Any of those?
Roll foraging.
Okay. Very specific with the weapons I can use.
If none of them are usable, we can still sell them. So there's that.
Yeah, well, I don't think. Let's see. I got an 8. Foraging. I'm at. Okay, so that's a 6.
Yeah,
It's
you
a 7
kinda-
actually.
you're kind of like trying to dig through these piles of weapons, and you can't really make out anything that looks like what you need.
Dang.
All these weapons are actually they're in fairly decent condition, and all of them bear Zelamir's touch marks of the backwards sig rune.
Ooh. Check this out, Macrobius. Now I'll show it to Macrobius. Check this out, Khalid. Now I'll show it to Khalid. There is the Zelamir signature.
Oh, the damn blacksmith. What a traitor.
Okay. So everybody make a perception check.
Okay.
Does Khalid still have his? Has it been more than 2 minutes since I blessed him?
Probably.
Okay.
7.
Woo! 5.
8.
Oh my god.
I know, beautiful. It's wonderful.
We're so
We're a
good.
little off our game, boys.
At least we're consistent. we're like one. We're truly like one army right here.
You can hear like some rustling or some banging around, towards the end of the ship, but you can't really make out what it is. It's, as far as you know, it's probably some of the women upstairs. So you're down here. You're surrounded by a bunch of casks and barrels and boxes and weapons. What's everybody's action?
All right. I think we should keep going and keep going down and see if there's anybody else left. So I guess we should keep going back towards the stern.
So you're gonna head towards the stern, towards the double doors in there.
Yep.
Okay, so you are going to open up those double doors, and you can see there's shackles like bolted to the walls. You can see probably about 5 women just stark naked.
Oh shit.
You can see they're definitely beat up and bruised. Not
Oh, so this
There's
is a rape
three.
room.
There's three other figures in there. You see 2 bandits and another man, a much larger man. Standing kind of between them. One of the women, kind of looks up and sees you guys, and she tries to yell out to you, and the one bandit just smacks her with the pommel sword.
Oh.
I'm gonna
You
shoot
guys
the
catch
fat
any of
fuck.
that?
Yeah,
I caught
I
all of it.
barely heard what you said.
but,
Towards the
so I wanna join Khalid and shoot at the fat man.
So all I heard was that the woman was hit with the pommel. What else did he?
He just hit this woman very hard with the pommel of his sword, and he just says, "Shut up, you whore."
Oh God! This guy is dead. This guy's dead. I'm going after him right now. I'm gonna attack.
All right, everybody, roll initiative.
Yeah,
Okay.
this guy's gonna
Rise
die.
around.
I got a 17,
Yeah.
oh
Or
for
wait, that's not
yeah
initiative.
for initiative. Yeah, I gotta do
That's
an
supposed to
actual
be
thing.
1d6.
So I got a 5.
1d6 plus Dex or whatever mod you might have.
I
for
just
that.
rolled the wrong dice. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Don't
5.
worry about it. Okay, so what did everybody roll?
5.
I rolled a 4.
5.
5 for Khalid.
5.
What did Warnar roll?
A 5 as well.
5.
Oh, plus Dex, it's a 5 as well. So we all attack concurrently.
So
Ranged attacks, as I understand it, go first.
okay, so let's see. Okay, one guy. Okay, so the initiative is one of these bad guys goes first. Then Khalid, Macrobius. Oh, sorry, I messed up. One bad guy, Warnar, Khalid, Macrobius, bad guy. So the one guy just kind of he turns and sees probably Macrobius about to just charge at this guy that just hit this woman, and he's going to try and run to stop him. He's gonna try and grapple him.
Okay, I just got a question for the layout. So is that the guy on the leftmost side, the rightmost side, or is he in the center?
The shape of this room, it's roughly let's see, 25 by 25, and there's a big like wooden like a big wooden pole in the middle, which would be the rearmost mast. So so yeah, the guy that you attacked is on the right, and
All right.
there's like a guy right up against that mast, and there's another guy by the guy who hit the woman. So he's gonna like try and grapple you.
Okay, so is it the rightmost guy that's gonna grapple me, or try
It's
to?
the- yeah, he's gonna try and grapple you. You rolled a 9, which he doesn't.
Okay, so he reaches for me. I swat his hands away.
And now, so yeah, he just kind of like tries to grab you. You just shove him out of your way, and now it's Warnar's turn.
So this guy is close to us, huh?
He is about 15 feet away.
Okay, and the big dude, is he?
He's
Can I fire at him without like firing into melee?
um you can. I don't remember exactly what the mod is. What to use missile weapons in melee. But if you want to shoot this guy, you certainly can.
Oh yeah, I guess what I was asking is if he's like not in the like if these two are not in the way of that guy.
Yeah, the bigger guy, he's probably a little further away, maybe like 20 feet.
Okay. 20 feet, 20 feet, 20 feet.
Okay. So I'm looking, and it says for what is it, crossbow, right?
Yeah, he's in range. 40 feet, I believe, is what it tells me.
Initiative +4 if using loaded crossbow in melee combat. So, you good?
Hello. Warner.
Yeah, no, what's up? I'd like to shoot at him.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Uh, 7.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
fire your crossbow at this larger man, but it just sticks into the side of the hull of the ship. Now
Correct.
it is Khalid's turn.
Beautiful. So the two who are not in combat, the two enemies who are not in melee combat currently, I'm going to shoot whichever of them is closest.
Okay. So you are closest. Technically, you're gonna shoot at the you're gonna shoot at the guy who struck the woman.
That's a 21 to hit.
Woo!
Oh, awesome!
That is a perfect hit. Damage +10.
All right. For damage, that'll be 14,
Ooh.
and then cut and shock.
Kill him. Kill him. His HP was 14. You rolled 14. He's so describe this man.
I'm gonna say, I heard describe how you killed this man. you can't get all that creative with an arrow, so I'm just gonna say.
Well, you hit a vital part, so you can at least very gruesomely describe how you shoot him through the head if you want.
Through the head. Oh boy, that'd be interesting. Yeah, he's sort of bent back a little bit with his head because he was looking up at the woman he hit. Went like in below his chin, and then out one of his eyes
Nice.
Yes. That's
as he
awesome.
falls backwards.
All right. So, there goes the woman beater, and now it's
Okay.
Macrobius's turn.
All right, so the guy that's left, he's the bigger guy, right?
Yes.
Okay. Since I pushed the other guy back, he's further away from me, so I'm going for that bulky guy and see where I can hit him. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll for that.
Yep. Roll your attack.
All right, so I got a 14 for that.
That
Plus 3, so I got a 17.
the 17. That is. That is damage plus 2.
For cut, I got a 6, so I think he might have a light bleeding.
Six.
But plus minus 2 as well, so it's a 4 on the cut.
So that's a medium bleeding.
Well, that's good. Awesome. And for the shock, it's no shock. So I got him pretty good.
Yeah, you how much damage you deal?
I got to roll for that. All right, so I got a 1 on that.
That was a damage plus 2, so you got a 3.
Oh, that guy's got a lot more muscle than I anticipated.
Okay, 17. Okay, so he has a light bleeding, and now it's the man that you just hit. That's his turn now. So he's gonna stumble back after.
He actually has a medium bleeding.
I'm sorry, a medium bleeding. You're right. So he's just gonna stumble back after you swipe at him, and he's gonna take his sickle-shaped sword, and he's gonna swing right back at you. And he misses like a bitch. Alright. So now for round 2, the guy that tried to grapple you, he's kind of like gone and seeing that there's 3 of you, so he's gonna go for. I'm gonna say he's gonna go for Warnar. He's gonna swing at him with his long sax, and he also misses like a bitch. Now it is Warnar's turn.
Oh, okay. I'll attack that guy.
All right.
I don't like being swinged at, so.
All right. So roll your attack.
Okay, 18.
That is pretty good.
So.
That is damage plus 4.
Oh, cool. So 6 damage.
6 damage. All right. So yeah, you yeah, he swings at you. He misses, but now you kind of like have the upper hand. You just swing right back at him. Did you roll your cut and shock for that?
Oh, let me do that right now.
Okay, so nothing for cut. But he may have some shock depending on his modifiers.
I think for my modifier.
Stun. He's
Oh.
stunned for 1 round.
Okay. Wow. Cool.
And he loses his. Okay. So now it's Khalid's turn. You shot the one guy in the neck. You got Macrobius engaging with the bigger guy, and you got the other guy that Warnar just stunned, just kind of stumbling around. What is your next action?
I will shoot the guy Warnar stunned then.
Okay. Roll your attack.
Just an 11.
11. 11. That is. It should be damage plus. No, it's It's just damage, regular damage.
One damage.
Wow.
So you just kind of shoot this guy in the foot, maybe.
We got like polar opposites of luck. We are either extremely lucky or we barely get anything done.
So you do 1 damage.
For shock effect, I did stun him again though.
Let me see.
By the way, how the numbers are listed up, it's from highest roll to lowest roll. So we don't actually know the order from how you did it.
Oh. That's why it's always like that. Okay.
Yeah, so it does automatic rolls and it automatically sorts the list.
Yeah. I kind of understand it's like the first 3 are cut and the last 3 are shock, which let's see.
I want to test something.
Either of them I don't think you don't get any effect unless you had a mod for your for either cut or shock.
I had +2 -2 for shock.
-2
but
for shock. So yeah, you stun him again.
I remember there was a way where you could combine 2 dice rolls. I think it's a plus.
Wonder...
Oh no.
Oh wow, never mind.
Let me try this. I had to actually type it out. 3d3 plus 3d3. Yeah, that's how you do it.
okay, yeah.
Nice. All right, so yeah, Khalid stuns him again, so he can't attack for the next 2 rounds.
He's having a bad day.
Yeah, and now it is Macrobius's turn.
All right. So I'm going to try to attack that big guy and show him that he's nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and roll for that.
Yeah. Roll your attack.
So I got a 19 for that, or 20 actually. I got a 20 on that. So I'm assuming I did some damage.
Yes. You did. Damage plus 6.
All right, so I got a 9. So 9 plus 6 is 15.
Ooh. 9 plus 6. That's it. Yeah, you did a number on him.
All right, so is he still alive?
He's still alive. He's still very much bleeding. So.
All right, so I got a 5 for cut, and then for shock it's irrelevant.
5 for shot.
-2, so that I got a 3 on that.
You got a 3 on the cut.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a medium bleeding.
He gets another medium bleeding. So he, yeah. So
He should have.
a
Yeah.
little worse for wear. So now that's his turn. So he's just gonna raise up his curved, is a sickle-shaped sword, and just kind of make another, just no, try and hit you. And man, I'm really sucking at these rolls. That's an 8. So he misses again.
Oh, yay! He's gonna die eventually.
Yeah, eventually. All right. So now, round 3.
All right. Write that down.
We'll go to straight to Warnar because the first guy is stunned.
Well, I guess I'll try and attack the same guy.
All right. Roll your attack.
Okay, 16.
16. That is damage plus 6.
Wow.
Yeah, he got a -2 to his DV because he's stunned.
Okay. Then that's a 9 damage.
All right, that's enough to kill him. So describe how you kill this man.
I disembowel him. Because I think he said he swung at me and I attacked him once, and then I guess I ducked, and so like I attacked him this time, and I gutted him, man, just from one side of his hip to the other, and I just pulled out his entrails.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
What can I say? I worship death. So
you're a little mental.
You gotta get good at dealing it.
I absolutely I have to please. I gotta please my favorite deity. So I need to not just kill, but to teach all around how to kill for the god Hother. Something like that. I don't know. I'm saying all of this as I'm spluttering his like guts everywhere.
All right. So now it's Khalid's turn. There's one guy left. He is on the brink of death. So make your move.
I'll just say one more arrow then.
One more arrow. Yeah.
That's a 20.
Whoa.
Up.
I'm having great luck today.
There you are.
You kill this man.
Yeah. It's like I'm rubbing off on you or something.
Let's just see the damage. Let's see how impressive it is. All right, that's all right.
Either way, it was good enough to kill him. So
you killed my guy. How dare you?
I'm gonna say he's like. I'm gonna say he's stumbling backward a bit, and it hits him like in the ankle, and he falls over and cracks his head open, and blood just splashes over everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I just chuckle.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, three more guys bit the dust. So, funnily enough, Khalid, that you just killed was the captain of the ship. You would probably earn that, looting his body. So, I guess that makes you the de facto captain of the ship. I don't know.
Now you're the pirate captain. Congratulations.
I am trained in seamanship, so
Congratulations, your career's gone full circle. All right, so you've made quick work of these two bandits and the captain of the ship. You now have these, what did I say, 5 women that are definitely, very beaten and bruised.
And I'm sure they're like, are they desensitized from what they just saw? It's just us completely massacring these guys, or are they like absolutely terrified?
Some of them are probably screaming their heads off.
Okay, I
And
want
other
to
of them,
go.
they're just kind of like staring off into the distance.
Well, yeah, because one of them saw Warnar just completely like dance around in this guy's entrails, and then the other guy just blew up the captain.
Absolutely. So I want to go console them, I guess, after killing that. We
Maybe
are
you should wipe the blood off first.
sure. I wipe the blood off, and then I go up to them. I say, we are here simply to liberate you. You do not deserve to be smacked around by these men. And these men don't deserve to live.
Okay.
And I want to attempt to, console them, and then attempt to like try and heal some of them because they're pretty beat up, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely go ahead and do that. Khalid has the key, so these women are shackled up to the walls, so you can definitely unshackle their wrists. And so now so what's everybody after all that is taken care of, what's your plan of action? You now have 25 freed women.
I'm pretty sure we looked throughout the whole ship. We're at the very bottom, so we've unshackled these women. We should maybe Warnar can heal them as soon as possible.
Mhm.
And then we'll just head back up to the surface and lead all the women in here so that we can sail them away back to Streamy Cove.
And then speaking long term, so in terms of long term plans, what's next?
Well, we didn't find the May Queen again. So all these women are freed for sure. And it won't take long for the word to get to Zelimir. So we're gonna have to act we're gonna have to rest for like a short period of time and get right back to work. Now that we have the ship, we should be able to get to the next objectives a lot faster. Because we just that red dot next to Ridge Ground, that was the area we were just at.
I have an idea.
That was where you were just at.
Okay.
You went in there, but you didn't. There were definitely more people there. You emptied out 2 cells. So
Okay. So I assume that Kelly was there, and because there's a lot more there, that maybe they've been there's something that they're protecting like more than the other just guess stronghold, I guess you could call it.
yeah.
So maybe the May Queen's in there. And I'm willing to take that risk.
So
But first we got to drop all these women off somewhere. Because it's like 90 plus women again.
it's a lot less. It's
Okay, never mind.
It's more like 45, so half of that
Okay.
in total. Because there were 20 in the on the lower deck. There were 5 in the hold towards the stern, and then there's the 20 that were on the carts.
All right. So we'll just have them all come in here, and then we'll just sail him off to Streamy Cove, and then we'll tell the May King that Zelimir is a traitor.
So I have an idea. So if we're gonna tell Wolfar, the May King, that Zelimir is a traitor, given that Zelimir's house is in Streamy Cove, who's to say we can't just have him? We can't just capture him and interrogate him.
Exactly. What we could do is we could prove that he is a part of them because of the gang members of the Orote. They have that tattoo. What we can do is we can reveal that tattoo along with a confirmed member of the Orote.
You also, all of those weapons, they all bear Zelimir's signature.
Exactly.
And obviously his blacksmith shop is in there, and you probably put 2 and 2 together that, hey, this guy's like got some shady business going on.
Exactly. So we'll go back to town and let the news ring true that there is a cult that is gathering women, and that all those dots are in fact places that should be raided as soon as possible, and maybe the May King, Wolf, I keep forgetting his name. Wolfar will maybe want to come along to that one stronghold where Zelimir was, so that he can help us out. Because there's going to be a lot more people there.
So, you herd, your liberated prisoners onto this ship. Now, Khalid tests seamanship. So, since you are the most experienced when it comes to sailing, and you are having slain the captain, you are now the captain of the ship effectively. So
this would be a really good time to use that negative Hamiya point, by the way. Okay, never mind. Natural 20.
Yeah, you're totally fine.
Okay.
With a +1 as well.
You actually, you once everything has been squared away, you bring down the sails, and you cast off out of that cove, and going along the coast.
And then I go over to Kali and I say, "Wait a second. You know how to sail a ship?
Yeah.
There's a lot more to you than just a simple craftsman than we thought. What is your true nature? What is your calling? What is your occupation?"
I was a bodyguard on a merchant ship that sunk off of Streamy Cove. Kind of weird I haven't told you this, actually. I'm going to roll acting to see if my lie works.
Go ahead.
Because obviously that is untrue. That's a 7.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. So Macrobius, he's definitely become a bit more suspicious. So you definitely failed that. So
yeah, Macrobius, I'm pretty suspicious. Sorry, what?
Wouldn't you have to oppose that with a social skills, actually?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Because if you roll really low, then actually I duped you.
I got a 13. Plus the charisma. Oh wait, it's charisma. So I get 14 on that.
Okay. So you definitely you're still definitely a bit suspicious of Khalid. You're kind of going along with it because
I say, oh, all right, Khalid, I believe you for now, but I'm going to be watching you. You're proving your trustworthiness, but there's something off about what you tell me. I believe you for now, but I'm keeping my eye on you.
okay. So you sail out of this cove, and the sun is starting to come out, and I'm gonna say Warnar and Macrobius make one perception check. Like one more perception check.
All right, I got 11.
You got 20. I got 20. 19 plus 1.
So you're kind of like the both of you both see it. The both of you are just kind of taking in the sea breeze, but you hear stumbling out of that one room that you first went into. The two that were under Warnar's spell. The spell has since worn off, and they just kind of stumble out of the room, like still kind of out of their wits.
Oh,
Oh, are they there with us now?
yeah.
I'd like to outsmart them and say, meet your captain.
Well, let's see.
They're gonna be a little confused because of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're gonna go up and say, meet your captain.
Meet
Yeah.
your new captain.
Meet your new captain for sure. Yeah.
Give me an acting check.
All right. Hell yeah. So I'm talking about. All right, but hold on. Let's see. That's 16.
Yep, they believe you.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, then, since I passed it, I want to say I just started I bust up the lyre and I started singing a song about Khalid the Great, the great captain. I just started singing a song about our new captain.
Oh my god!
Oh
You
yeah!
actually convinced them. How? Why?
After blinding them, these idiots, these poor souls.
Right,
What are their names?
Oh yeah.
Their names are. Pull out the old
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
You've got. They're both common men. One is named Vindir. And the other one is named. Nope, that's not it. Vingir. Yeah, that's what their names are. Vindir and Vingir.
Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, yeah.
Essentially, so you got these two common Thulean men. One of them has that arrow still sticking out of its shoulder.
It reminds me, I never none of us ever retrieved a single arrow.
Oh, that's true.
Well, we can because there should be still some downstairs, or not downstairs, down at the very bottom level, stuck in the walls.
Yeah. It's a D6 on a 5 or a 6, the arrow breaks, I think. Or no, on a 6, the arrow breaks.
All right, you guys can go ahead and roll to see if you can retrieve your arrows and bolts.
Sure.
Yeah, you do it.
Hey, I got them all.
How many? Oh shit! I don't even know how many times I fired.
What you can do is you can put a number. So, like, say you want to roll a d6 3 times. So you put it as roll 3 1d6, and you can do that for as many as you want. So, like, roll. Say you want to do 100 1d6. Oh, sorry, 20.
Okay.
Like that.
Whoa.
Like that. You can do that many.
Okay. Well then, I like to do just 3. Just keep it short.
So like 2 out of the 3 you're able to salvage.
Okay.
I'm gonna say like you just like all of a sudden you just like reach over to Vindir's shoulder and just yank the arrow out of his arm.
Perfect.
It's kind of like that one the one scene from Shrek. Where Princess Fiona just yanks the arrow out of Shrek's.
I mean, they're already
He's just like,
captivated by my lie and my singing. I might as well just pull it out of him and like heal him. Don't worry. I'll take care of that. I'll take care of that.
I just put a link in the Discord.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Oh, that's sweet.
So,
Thank you.
So Khalid, give me one more seamanship check. Or seamanship.
$15.
Totally fine. Smooth sailing all around the coast. And a couple hours later, let's say about maybe like 9 o'clock, 9 or 10 o'clock, you find your way back to roundabout where Streamy Cove is.
I'm gonna send Vindir and Vingir into the village to go get headlight fluid for the boat.
You gonna burn it down?
Headlight fluid and elbow grease. We need some
Yep.
for the smooth operation of the ship.
Yep. So none the wiser they just go off and just heckle some random merchant for this bullshit stuff. Now,
Is this you're like trying to haggle all the weapons and stuff?
So now you're back in town. You've brought these 45 women here, and
Some are still naked, by the way.
yeah, 5 of them are still naked. All like the other 40 of them, they're still dressed like all their dresses are kind of.
How about we leave them on the ship until we get some clothes so that we can so that they can dress themselves and then come into the town instead of embarrassing themselves.
Yes, good idea, Macrobius.
We're just going to assume that the townsfolk kind of gather up some garments and they are given some cleanish clothes, and so now you roll into town with 45 more women. And again, this really draws the attention of the this little village of 200.
They must be either really tired of us or really proud.
Well, seeing as like you're going through all these you're doing all these like heroic deeds, they're definitely very proud of you, and for that you are going to be awarded 1 Hamia point.
Wow.
All right, I'm adding it onto my character sheet. I already got 2, I think. All right, now I have 3 humming. Yeah, we're doing very well. We're working our way up in the world.
So now you roll up with all these women. You know, your mother and Hera have a nice wholesome, like, tearful reunion, and then out strolls the May King Wolfar. Warnar Macrobius, I see you've brought back more women. What tidings do you bring?
Oh yeah. So we have found a lot of very, very important and disturbing information. First of all, our blacksmith is behind this whole thing, Zelimir. He's known as Himeros, and he's the leader of this gang called the Erote. The Erote is the organization behind all this catastrophe. They are, in fact, kidnapping women and selling them as slaves overseas. And not only that, but he is also involved with selling weapons, a bunch of other goods, dealing with a bunch of merchants all throughout. They got men in carts filled with hay, and all of them are filled up with women. There's those red dots are in fact strongholds, and one of them in particular may be the head of or the central port of operations. That is where we might find Eleni. Now I've already found my sister here, as you can see. So I'm very happy, but we need to find Eleni sooner rather than later because Zelimir will find out news about this. That we have in fact sacked a whole ship filled with his men and gotten a whole shipment of women undelivered. So we're going to have to go over there as soon as possible, probably tomorrow or sometime tonight. And get over there, and we're going to have to raid this place like it's never been raided before. And we're going to have to get that Zelimir bastard and make an example of him.
Yeah, Wolfar just kind of stares at you wide-eyed, and like he's just in total disbelief. He's like, I can't believe that one of our own would be doing such heinous things.
And not just slaves, not just slavery, prostitution, like sex slaves.
Yeah, Wolfar just kind of spits on the ground, and he looks up at you. He's like, if you can lead me to where Zelimir is, and you can find out where my Maybride is, I will join you in rescuing my Maybride and bringing that traitor to justice.
Absolutely. All right. So I assume that we got to get some sleep and got to eat because it's been a whole night and we haven't gotten any lick of rest.
Yeah, you guys are pretty beat, so you are going to probably head off to, Macrobius's roundhouse to rest up and get some sleep and get your bearings to hunt down Zelimir once.
And while I'm in the roundhouse, I go over and talk to Hera and make sure that she's all right.
You talk to Hera, and you can kind of see that like she's kind of definitely very weary. Like this experience has definitely traumatize her in such a way, but she will recover.
Hera, did they do anything to you?
No.
Okay. Well, at least you're safe at home. We're definitely a little bit more wary, so guards are definitely going to be, or people are going to definitely be a little bit more wary. So you're back home, you're safe, and that'll be it. And then I eat, and then I go to bed.
So,
Thank
are we kosher to just loot Zelamir's house?
Sure. I mean, he's no longer a member of the village anymore. He's probably already an outlaw.
Yeah, he would be an outlaw, and in fact, he would.
At this point, he would be. At this point, for his
He'd be
crimes,
sacrificed to Tia.
yeah, he would be. He's a bog body for all they care. So,
And we also gotta haggle all his wares and stuff. Like, well, we can't because they're made by him. So I doubt anybody would want to buy from such a trader.
I'm going. When Macrobius says that, I'm going to take out Zelamir's longsword and show him where the mark used to be.
Oh, so there's supposed to be a mark there.
Yeah, there's supposed to be.
So did you do that?
I took it off, yeah.
Well, then, if you're comfortable with selling those things, but they're still made by those tainted hands, I still wouldn't feel comfortable with it. So you can go ahead and haggle them off if you want, but I'm not comfortable with that.
You'll get your share of the profits, buddy.
Nah, you can keep it all. I don't
So-
care.
so we're probably gonna wrap this up pretty soon. So, did you say, Khalid, do you want to raid Zelamir's house before they basically torch it?
Yeah.
To make, I guess you would. It kind of plays in with your greedy flaw. So, yeah, go ahead and loot his house.
Does Warnor want to come with?
I'll
Does
come with.
Wolfar want to come with?
I'll come with, but
I'll
I'm
come with.
not looking to. I'm not looking to really take any weapons. If I see anything that stands out other than weapons, then maybe I'll consider taking it. But I'm
Yeah,
more
same.
going to the company.
Yeah, same. I guess I'm just like there to kind of like babysit you too, because you guys are gonna be like a bunch of kids in a candy shop.
Well, no, I agree with Macrobius, and I give him a lot of praise when he said that. I'll say, ill-gotten wealth is not good-gotten wealth. It's not earned. It's not fought for. It's not worth salvaging. But I will go to accompany you and keep you safe, my friend.
Okay, let's go.
Khalid's just gonna pick through everything. He's probably gonna, if he can find like anything to write on, he'll try to get an itemized list of everything. Probably pile it all up in the biggest room. This would just be like a really surreal scene to walk in on. Just a bunch of tools and weapons and stuff piled up in like his living room or whatever. I'll keep for myself
So,
is tools. I'll keep a small shield. If I can find any javelins, I'd like to. And a helmet.
You definitely will find like a couple of javelins, just like 5 javelins maybe. You also find, just basically ransacking his house, find 5 carats of topaz, 21 carats of
You need to like really accentuate the hand rubbing and the arm. Yeah, you got it.
Okay. So, as I said, we'll go for the top. The 5 carats of topaz, 21 carats of agate, and some kind of like a
You should be writing that down, Khalid.
Oh yeah, I should.
and you also come across kind of hidden off in a corner some plate armor that also has, you see it has like some strange markings on it. It looks kind of like runes.
Oh, I want that.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I do. I want to. I want to.
What was all this high-minded talk about ill-gotten wealth?
I want to.
Exactly. You
for
hypocrite.
It's for educational purposes. I want to inspect those ruins closely, so I must wear it and learn from it.
Wait, did you say you want to inspect? You wanted to inspect these runes?
Yes, yeah.
Roll rune lore.
Oh, sweet, perfect. Been waiting to use this. Oh, you say rune lore? Oh, damn! I thought you said religious tradition. Okay, well, I'm not proficient in that one. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's not good at all.
Yeah, you fumbled. You fumbled.
Pretty
You don't-
bad.
You don't have a fucking clue. It looks just like, it looks like gibberish to you.
It's like moonlight. It's like a moon language.
I said.
You just see a
So
bunch of
then I want to say, like, well, since I can't understand it, I have to be one with it, and I do the foolhardy thing of putting it on.
All right. So.
And this is how I die.
Well, at the same time, would he have cursed armor in his own house?
maybe to fool any looters. I don't know.
So, I think at this point this is a pretty good time to end the session. It's getting kind of late, so that was the so
All right.
I'm gonna stop the broadcast.